This is a quick video on my CNC router I got from China off of Amazon for about 600 bucks. Let me see something. Let me go to where's CNC. All right. So this is the one I bought, $590. It runs off parallel ports. In hindsight, I might have gone with the USB. Once I got everything figured out, I've been happy with it. Took a little bit to get everything working. Um, I guess the main thing you need to know about this is it will not run on Windows 7 or Windows 10 now. I'm sure there's a way you can go back and back up your version or uh, go back on your version, but I'm not, I guess, that savvy with it. So, anyways, this is the CNC router I bought, and then oh, come on. Let's tell you what, Spectrum is not a good internet provider. All right, so as I was saying, so I ended up buying a Dell PC. I paid $88 for it. Um, Looks like it's 106 right now. But anyways, here's what I bought. Dell PC. I think it's pretty sure it's refurbished with Microsoft XP. So I did that, and then once I installed, I got that up and running, then everything ran much smoother. I'm using the Mach 3 software. I would not recommend using the Mach 3 software that comes with it. It's full of viruses and other crap. You can download the Mach 3 from their website for free because what you get from them is just a pirated demo version anyway, so you might as well just get it from Mach 3. The AutoCAD is a Chinese version. I couldn't get it to go to English, and that's bootleg too. There's enough open source stuff out there you can get for programming that I wouldn't mess around with using um, what they're providing. So that's just my 2 cents on that. But anyways, once you get your unit, you're going to set your units up. I like metric, just easier for me. I'm used to it. So that's keep that as default settings, and then go into your ports and pins. So I did find that everything in the manual does seem to be correct because I matched that to what came in the manual. Although it's a little bit hard to read, it does match. Why this doesn't take? So that should be 16, 17. 16, 17. Make sure it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 0. Yeah. All right. So it's I don't know why it's not taking. This is on my laptop. This is not actually running my router. I'm using my. I have a standalone PC, but it's easier. I have HyperCam on here, so I can record this video. It's a little bit clearer to see versus using a camera. Or I guess I can install it the other one, but anyways, this is easier to work with. Input signals I have not played with yet. Output signals. Again, this is straight from the manual. This is how I set it up. Um, your spindle setup. There was a couple little minor changes different from the default settings, so you will have to go through and I think it's this one here and these change. But this is what mine's set up to be. Um, so those are my inputs, outputs, and okay there. And then the last thing, no, it's not. This is where okay. See, this is where you do your motor tuning, but you can see right here, it's that's when it actually to actually set that. What you want to do is go into settings, and you click this button, but since I'm not on the PC, it's not going to allow me to do it. But there's videos on how to set these, how to tune your motors and set your X, Y, and Z. Essentially, you're going to put an indicator on with a 4-inch or 100 millimeter block, or 100 millimeters away, and then you tell it to move and measure it. You can start off using a scale and say, yeah, okay, I told it to move 4 inches, it moved 3.75. You plug that in there, and then what it's going to do is going to send that back to this motor tuner, and it's going to change this step. For like mine is, I think it's like 398 or 398.7699, well, something like that. And then this is like 1200, and I think this is 400. But those are all in the manual. And then when you set those, um, when you when you do it through here, you tell it move 4 inches, type in the value, and then it'll do a correction and it'll change this number here. These can stay the same, but when you're all done, you set those up based on how your machine performs. But the rough settings that are recommended from the manual seem to be fine, and then you have to do that for X, Y, and Z, and then you save your axes. So you have to do that for each one because it's, it'll save that one, but now I have to go back to this one and Z. So um, quick little video say it does work. The machine actually does perform pretty good. Like I said, key points. Um, don't use. I couldn't get it to operate on Windows 7, so I had to buy an old PC with XP to get it to run, and then I haven't had any problem. So I've cut aluminum, wood, some nylon, Delrin type materials, and it's done a good job. I haven't done enough aluminum to tell you how good it would do. I'd really just use it for spot facing so I could drill hole patterns. So I just kind of spot face it on the aluminum plate and then transfer it and actually do the drilling on a drill press because just try not to overburden the machine. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. Thanks.